A Limpopo schoolgirl who allegedly assaulted Lufuno Mavunga, which may have led to her suicide, has been arrested. The 15-year-old has been charged with assault. The victim was later found dead by her mother after an apparent overdose. It's seen the hashtag Justice for Lufuno trending on social media. Our reporter Linda Kulu is in Thohoyandou to find out more about this incident. I believe you are at the school, Linda. What has been said there?
Well, more investigations are expected, Jane, particularly on that issue of the suicide by Lufuno Mavunga. But one of the things that is set to happen today is the MEC of Health in the province of Limpopo and the MEC of Education are expected to revisit the school. They're also expected to visit their family to convey their condolences, as they have been with a couple of statements. But one of the things that has happened as an update here, or as a development, is the fact that the 15-year-old who was seen in the video, in fact, assaulting Lufuno, was in fact taken into custody yesterday. As we understand it, she will be charged with assault, and this under the Child Justice Act. So there are some developments that are happening, but we have seen a public outrage, particularly with that video going viral on social media. Many people calling for justice for Lufuno Mavunga. But what we are expecting today is more of those developments to take place, particularly here at the school. What we haven't seen, of course, Jane, this morning is just a couple of students, a couple of pupils that have not been coming in. In fact, while we were driving around here, we've seen quite a number of them. But near the school here, I can tell you that there's not a lot of them that are going in. The gates are closed. I guess that is the expectation today, as they're expecting both the MEC of Health and the MEC of Education to visit this school. But this is a story that has rocked in fact, society. Many people asking questions around some of the bullying policies within the schools. And at the end of the day, we did hear the Minister of Basic Education, Nzimu Thekga, yesterday saying that the matter is now before the police and that this incident happened at home. That is why it's before the police. But we are expecting that there be investigations. But the latest in this particular story is that the 15-year-old who was the perpetrator in this case, in terms of in that video assaulting Lufuno before she in fact carried out that suicide, has been taken into custody yesterday.
And little Lufuno also left a suicide note. I mean, what's disturbing about this entire incident? I mean, firstly, it's just one of the most awfully painful videos to watch. But with the number of students who were standing around filming, nobody got involved. In fact, they were encouraging the perpetrator there.
Typical, in fact, of many videos that we see of the bullying that takes place in many schools. And in fact, you'd remember that there was a similar case in KZN where one of the pupils was assaulting another pupil, and that particular pupil was also arrested subsequently to not attending the court case. But these are some of the scenes we see year in, year out, coming out of the schools. And in fact, this raises the question then again, Jane, in terms of the policies that are there to ensure and guard against such bullying incidents, because they happen. We do know that there are policies after it happens. But one of the things that will be interesting to hear, particularly from the MEC of Education in Limpopo, who said that there is a rise in the number of people that are being, or pupils that are being bullied in schools. But certainly those are visuals coming from, in fact, that bullying incident. You see many of the pupils around cheering, many of the pupils seemingly encouraging this particular act, and only just a few after that particular bullying incident had gone on for quite some time, only a few of them, standing and trying to separate them. But in fact, these are some of the visuals, these are some of the videos that pupils take, where you see there's a lot of encouragement, there's a lot of disregard in terms of the bullying incidents that take place just in front of them as they cheer and as they laugh. So certainly one of the things you did say, Jane, was the fact that there was also a suicide note, in fact, in a voice note where Lufuno was speaking in Venda. That was later translated by many people who understand the language of Venda, saying that Lufuno did say that we are beautiful in our own way, and the reason why she was bullied is one of the issues that is being investigated, because others are speaking about a 5-rand dilemma where they wanted a 5-rand. She was being bullied because of a 5-rand, but others are speaking about a social media situation that started in social media when there was an argument. So those are some of the answers that hopefully will get closer to today, as many of the officials come and visit the family, come and visit the school to understand exactly what happened.
Thanks for that, Linda, and our hearts go out to that family.